earlier this month, we told you about a new rule being finalized by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau that will ban medical debt from being included on credit reports. It's estimated 15 million Americans will be directly impacted by the rule. It will eliminate $49 million in healthcare costs collectively from debt to income ratios. And like so many laws and money matters, I wanted to find out how this will impact Utahns and to sum it up in an easy to understand way. So I visited with Nico Pesci at Momentum Wealth to explain why this new rule is considered a big win for your buying power.
One of the biggest reasons why they're trying to change this law was that they see the impact of this snowball effect that negative medical debt has on them. Pulling that off the credit allows them to be viewed as the, hey, here's something that happened to a consumer that they didn't plan for. The average family, if they had $10,000 they had to pay tomorrow, frankly speaking, they couldn't do it. And so that doesn't represent a consumer's ability to be responsible with their paychecks and make their monthly payments. It's this random bill that came up out of nowhere. And removing that off of the credit rating lets the credit bureaus actually look at the individual as, well, what's their history of making consistent payments from their income with their normal debt.
Nico told me this rule solidifies the fact medical debt is a poor predictor of a borrower's credit worthiness, and by removing outstanding healthcare costs from a credit report, individual credit scores on average will go up about 20 points. Now that's a big deal when applying for a car or home loan, sometimes the difference of being approved or denied. Now, something to note here, and this is a big point, there is a difference between debt and delinquency. Debt is something you're working to pay down over time, and it's money you still owe. Delinquency is outstanding bills that you have refused or abandoned to pay. So if you have a health payoff plan set up and stop paying, that can then be reported to credit agencies. Nico does advise to work directly with medical facilities when it comes to outstanding bills to set up a payment plan or even a settlement plan, which can sometimes save hundreds, even thousands of dollars. You just have to communicate with the organization and say, hey, this is how much I owe. If I pay in full today, will you reduce it by $500? And oftentimes they're willing to work with people.
Nico makes a good point, though. I mean, there is a difference between the circumstances around medical debt and just consumer debt.
Right. Going out and buying a new car or two.
Big difference there.
Yeah. Pay on time. That's the big thing.
Don't be delinquent.
Yeah.